fire guy. Turn Up Too Easy will be playing our Sage. And then a Lonely Brimstone here on the side of Big Frames. They're all located around mid, likely going to be playing mid for a pick. And then they want to go. But for now, cricket noises.
Cricket noises, indeed.
I think when it comes to these pistol rounds, we want to look for the aggressive plays for sure. We've seen a couple of teams kind of take it slowly, and I don't think that's the case that I really want to watch this time around. Being aggressive there seems to be the right do.
Spot up, starting off strong though. There we go. 1v4. Big They're not going to be able to do it. Spot up gets that first round.
Big turnaround here. Big Frames, I assumed would be the top card, but Spot Up, certainly warm. And I ask this one occasionally. Would you rather be the team coming in off of the best of 3, practice, oiled up, ready to go? Or would you rather be the team watching, downloading the enemy squad, and chilling out, stepping in for your best of 3 later, a la Big Frames?
It was, a 3-rounder for Spot Up. But I think I take, coming in as like the warmed up team. Fresh can be so difficult, especially in a shooter where you need to have your aim on. And, 2-3 hours into it, that's when your aim really is feeling on point.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. I think it varies from game to game. Like if you're playing, like you said, a shooter, if you're playing CS or Valorant here, I think I'd rather have that best of 3 warm up, especially with how quickly game 2 went, because you're not playing too long. Some other situations, if I'm playing chess, maybe I just want to chill. You know what I mean?
Ooh, Bunny, got the molly.
That was a beautiful spot. Tucker and Bunny going to combine there for that one. Tem comes off the top. Flawless victory. Spot Up with the Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, back when I really took Overwatch seriously and I played it like 8 hours a day, I understood that I couldn't warm up in training or anything for my aim. That I just had to play. Yeah. Because it would generally take me about an hour and a half into playing before my aim actually felt on, and I wasn't on a main, so it was very important for my my aim to be on. So I just had to play. I just went straight into ranked. I didn't even play quick play. I would just go straight into ranked because it would take that long, and I figure my aim would get better faster if I continued to do this. No, that was never the case. It always took me to like about an hour and a half to feel on.
Big Frames feels on right now. Good walk up from Spot Up, though. I like the turnaround here, recognizing that Big Frames are playing relatively slow. And then taking advantage of it, knowing that this is going to be the round that they, Spot Up, will be running into perhaps evenly matched weaponry in this third round. Spike goes down. Spot Up looking cute, feeling cute. Tucker tosses one over the wall. Randy Savage eats the dirt. And Figment on the long flank.
Ooh, nice one by Winsome there. Again, it's a 2v3.
Oh, not okay.
CP2.
Not okay. Knows where the third is, just like that. Big Frames patiently wait for a round to explode on. Great job there. 3 kills for CP2. CP2 and Winsome really have kind of elevated themselves to be these superstars of the fight night. If I could be honest, like real talk, when doing these weekly tournaments can be, you don't always get to learn and know everybody. CP2 and Winsome and the rest of the squad for sure, but these guys have really become superstars for me. I really look forward to watching them play.
How are you going to just like brush on past that 50 Cent call out and, not even allow me an opportunity to react? That's not fair, man. It's not fair.
I'm glad you noticed. Shouts to New York.
We're getting a lot of New York call-outs today. All right. Nice mid presence coming out, though, as they're trying to push into garage, but Tem just shuts that down.
Shock dart! Recon dart! Oh, man, 2 in a row. Trade out for 2 by Turnip. Nice recovery there from Big Frames, although they do lose the long battle. Kai takes down the top frag for Big Frames. 3-on-1. Turnip. Trying to make this one happen. I'm from New York. I live in Atlanta. Turn up right now. Turn up. That's the Atlanta. That's the Atlanta call. Turn up trying to do it from my adopted city. Can't make it happen. Kai gets 2 kills this round off the sniper.
So good bounce back from Spot Up there after losing that rifle round. And they'll be able to hold on to that operator, which is huge for this here. Looks like Kai's going to be playing it over at C long. And we'll see if Big Frames try to go for that peak on it. It is just a eco round for them. So I kind of want to see them group up into, I don't know, maybe make a push for straight up to B through window. We'll see what they do.
I'm here for it. Shout out to the Bleachers who are coming out with a number of copy pastas. A little bit too hard on that recon dart. Not much information gathered. Sage at C, 3 at B, 2 at A. Rotations coming in as Big Frames have busted onto the scene. Figment and Tucker take down 2. 3 players up to defend the spike. It's not even down. And here's information from Tam. Tucker again. Tucker again. 3 for the Rays main. And Tem turns around, takes down the copycat Sova 4-1.
Yeah, that was just a standard execute, of course, onto the B site there. Wall off to the right-hand side with the Sage and go on. And so Spot Up, we're just able to bide their time, right? And they had the right ultimates to really work with it. Committing the Sova ultimate into that was proper play there. Again, taking little risks, being able to win that out. And, of course, just not losing the anti-eco here. Now, we do have a response by CP2. He's going to be picking up the operator coming into this one. And now where does he play with it, though?
I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Hey, this... That's not what you want to see. Just the aggressive jump in. That, I mean, can I call that the hard read? Because there's 2 spots you're going to take your op. You're going to take it long A or long C. And, you know, you just flip the coin. You jump out there with your rifle and you go, hey, if they're looking at long A, that's I'm going to take them down.
They do res, though, and we're able to find a pick off the back of that one. So now it's a 5-4. I don't know if it was a read. I think it might have just kind of been, you know, making that play that a lot of players do over at short A, and it was just fortune for them. Now things are looking a little weird. Oh, Kai!
Coming alive here. Nerf walks up and takes him down. Big Frames, 3 players strong. Spike on site. Big push up from Spot Up. Love the aggression here. Not giving the players a chance to work with their time. 2 players on offense still have yet to put the spike down. Of course, Caster's curse. And now 2 players defending said spike as the other 2 are looking to burst on. Shoots through garage wall. 1 player close. 1 player medium. Oh, the pickoffs! And Bunny with the pizza gets the defuse.
Yeah, I feel like that might have been an opportunity for the Sage to actually go for the peak. He was already low, so he would have been a really good bait for the secondary player there. But instead, he just goes down without really offering much. There was a little bit of a trade, but again, I think with that peak would have forced out a much stronger reaction, and so the spray could have been there for them to clutch that one out. So now that's going to be Spot Up's 5th round on the board, and it looks like quite possibly a force-up coming out from Big Frames.
Tem trying to figure out where he's going to go with his recon. It's going to be mid. Why would he expect the mid push here, Jamerson? Is there something specific about this round in particular, economy-wise?
That's what they did last time on their last pistol round, where they made that B play. This time around, it's going to be more of a garage play. Tem stands his ground in that molly, in that fire. Actually gets that kill onto Winsome.
Love it. Dig your heels in. Nerf going to pop with the fire up top just in case Tem's still waiting. Tem, however, has fallen all the way back and is rotating towards C just in case. Does have an angle here for this inevitable push-up. Oh, turns his head. Also turns his body, and that's a good thing. As the sheriff is on the money. 2 on the right, 1 on the left.
Nowhere to run.
Nice shots from Figment. Able to win the battle there. And CP2. So impressive to watch on the Sova, but walks too far up and gets taken on down. Round number 7 goes to Spot Up, and they're up 6-1.
Yeah, there really wasn't much for him to be able to do. Bomb was basically in a unrecoverable position. But now here we go with the operator for CP2. Yeah, we'll see if he decides to try and take that long again. He's already in position for it. But this time around, look at how wary he is. He's already holding the angle.
He's like, please somebody help me. I like this approach, though. CP2.
This might work. Oh, no.
Just jumps on down.
Oh,
just in case.
He heard them, so he just backs off.
Okay. All the way back, or not quite. Tucker's going to walk on up. Teammate can fall back. He won't.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Nice job so far from Spot Up, trying to take down big frames. One player up high, gets caught in the crossfires, turn up. Bunny gets the kill, but Figment with the assist. Information. That player falling on back. CP2 op in hand. Save it. I mean, there's 50 seconds left. You got a whole team. It's tough to make the call to save 3v5, but it's an op, you know?
Yeah. Bomb down. There's no chance.
Yeah.
They get this.
No charges left.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is why we play first to 13, right? Like, you don't go for this round. You just chill. You wait for the exits. Winsome gets spotted. Now he's going to have to play aggressively. Have to is a big term. Opting to. Yeah. Walk away, dog.
Just walk away. Just walk away.
There it is.
Surprised that he's able to hold on to this operator here on 9 HP. It's going to help them into this next round. It still makes them a threat. Randy Savage.
You'll love to see that one. Were you ever into wrestling?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, what's Randy Savage's move? It's not the Swanton Bomb, right?
No, Swanton Bomb was Jeff Hardy. Man, I can't remember what Randy Savage did. Oh, my
he was
God.
a macho man.
He definitely was. He definitely was, brother.
Brother.
I mean, this was like 25 years ago when I was watching. So,
Woof.
yeah.
One more time looking for this underground angle. Kai up high. Puts Winsome in the ground. We have started off these rounds often 5-on-4 because of a great sniper shot from either side. Not even always on Spot Up, who have been winning consistently. Sometimes Big Frames is the one to get the pick here. And it's been really impressive.
He spots out too with that drone in this round. So already, like you mentioned, getting that sniper initial pick and then getting scouted over at mid. So they will be able to respond. They've got one on either side of B, as it is all indications, 3 members ready to get onto the site right now.
Overcautious.
No charges left.
Takes out a player to the left.
No charges left.
Could have been on the site. Could have, should have, would have, of course. Easier said than done. That's the pain of having the view of everybody else. You're like, walk in! But there's no way to know how open B-side has been. Kai resists Tem. And we're almost back on even footing, 4-on-5. Big Frame still trying to push.
Yeah, Kai changing up the position, but CP2 finally able to win out that duel. Gets 2 in a row. As the spike will go down now, and it looks like Big Frames might finally have an opportunity to get a second round on the board.
One player still up. Randy Savage going to be rezzed. Player walks past the crosshair of CP2. CP2 doesn't know that they're going to come from the left side. I think you can tell from the crosshair placement, he's kind of expecting them to show up from the other side. What a great angle. The shots from Bunny are better. And Bunny's on site. Going to smoke out long. But there's the player up close and personal. Turn up. Big Frames grabs number 2.
The economy's still super strong for spot up, especially with how many rounds that they were able to string together. 5 in a row there. So no second thought about getting another operator into play. Tem will be bought for as well. As now Big Frames with 3 rounds left in the half. They need to really string these together.
Again, maps generally expected to be defensive-sided, so it's not a big deal if you aren't perfectly 6-6 at the end of the half. With that said, 2 rounds is probably too little.
Stay down.
A lot of utility garage. Tem trusts himself. Takes down Winsome.
Deploying drone.
Spot up. Feeling good. One more time. They have the numbers advantage. Drone gets shot out. That's one of the most fun things to do as Sova. Get info and shoot through the smoke while you have your like wall hacks on.
Yeah.
That's so much fun. All right. Okay. I like this slow flank up here. CP2. Just looking for anything. The spike should commit. Trouble. Now here's... Oh, what a great orbital strike. That's going to be problematic. 4 players still up as Big Frames continues to find kills, but a trade out. And then 1. 2 players on the offensive side and just 1 to play defense. It's Sage all the way from C. And so by the time she gets here, she won't have all the time in the world. Plus, it's a 1v2, Jamerson. This is going to be tough.
Yeah, now they don't have the heal quite yet. So, the Sage turn up here is 2-shot to the body. But it doesn't matter. Turn up, hits the head, takes him out. So a 3rd round for Big Frames. And this is where economic damage is going to be crucial here. Never mind, actually, they have a little bit more than I thought they did for the spot up. It's not the greatest, right? As we're seeing, Kai is going to be broke after this, along with Tucker.
Right.
And this is where if Big Frames can win it, they'll be able to probably get another round on the board, get that 5th round. This is crucial for them to win.
Hoping for it. Spot up, on the other hand, should they wind up here with 8-3? I mean, this could even be a 9-3 half for them. They have been playing very, very well. Tucker, just like that, guesses the corner, picks off Randy Savage. That's probably the biggest difference between this and some of the other tack shooters out there. Is if you play things right and you get your abilities and your ultimates and such, you can just auto win these rounds. Just like that. Turn up is doing what his name says. But it's a 4-4, and we're even now.
Yeah, they're off site. They can play for window as CP2 finds a pick onto Kai. And they're all just going to have to approach from the same angle here. We do have one in the back site, though.
Interesting. Fake defuse. Looking out to the left, won't find it. Fire going out. Orbital strike coming out as well. Just waiting. Was that a team kill?
Yes.
Why did that happen? It's a giant orbital strike. Move.
Yeah, I'm not entirely too sure.
I'm so. What are you? That was. Oh
but
no.
They got the round win. They got the round win.
Is it? Oh, no. Nerf gets killed by the bomb. Is there a bike emoji?
What is going on? There's definitely a clown emoji.
That was. Oh, Jamerson.
I'm sorry.
The Oscar Wilde Award for wit goes to Jamerson there. That was fast. I like that.
Yeah.
What did he say? Spam this bike to get out of orbital strike. Come on, man.
There you go.
Oh, that's a come on, bruh. But they do get the round 7-4 for big frames. I wish I could say things were looking good for them.
Yeah, there's a full buy as well for spot up here, and so big frames, still have to give maximum effort for this round if they want to have a 7-5 half.
All right, a little bit of help coming through the smoke, trying to gather that intel. I get so excited seeing the health bars, like thinking she's going to get them. Kai's been playing out of their minds, though, in all honesty. Frequently using the wall to pop up these odd angles, and the command of the sniper has been very impressive.
He has been able to, and I like how they're adjusting where he's playing with it. We see them on the C site, playing over at mid. Oh, we got to spot him out. Nice. Get that spray down. The Sova coming up huge.
Nice plays so far, but Turnip's still here. Easy for Turnip. Big Frame's gonna res their homie. A 4-on-4 remains. Spike down over on the west side. Give me a corpse. All the info here for Figment. All right. 2 kills for Big Frames, and Bunny's gonna find one. A third goes to the red team, however. 1 player up for spot, and they're down, baby. 7-5.
Great recovery by Big Frames there on what was looking like a very, very bad half, but being able to get those 4 in a row at the end, that was huge for them. And, it wasn't an easy task either, just because the economy of spot up was actually very, very good, and they were able to basically buy to every single round of that 4-round run. So great effort by Big Frames for really sticking through this.
It's been quite a wild ride for Big Frames. Like you said, I mean, trying to stick to it, you could easily kind of opt to it's easy to just lose it here. It's a best of 3. You're down 7-2. Fighting these rounds back have been very important. And we're gonna start our second pistol round off with an easy headshot. 4 players on spot up trying to push on in. Only 3 now after 2 kills. Finally, spot up answers it, but it's answered again. 4-2. Uh-oh. Spot up, though, getting hot here when it matters the most. A flash in the pan. And that's it. Spot up lose. It's 7-6.
Now, of course, that pistol round is going to be huge. This is the opportunity for Big Frames to tie it all up, bring it to 7-7. Let's take a look at how they invest into this. Turn up with a Bulldog buy early on.
Ooh, the Bulldoggy. I've discussed this one. The Bulldog, I find, works better on defense. And I'll give you my thesis why. The burst is really nice, and the automatic is less nice, but still good enough. But when you're zoomed in, trying to take that and then zoom out from ADS and try to follow up, that can be really haphazard. And so I find I like it when I'm holding the position better than pushing in.
Yeah, if you're holding an angle, it's so much easier to hit that triple heady on the burst with that. So I love the Bulldog. I honestly do.
Yeah, you were talking about it the other day right here. Maybe 2 for blue, 1 for red. That's a nice trade out. So it's a 3v3. A-site the target. Another shot for the SMGs, and Spot Up saying SMGGs. It's tied at 7 when previously Spot Up found themselves up 5+ rounds. A tie is not where they want to be.
This is the round that they could at least get the rivals in. So we'll see exactly how long they can string this together. Again, it's a difficult place to be in for Big Frames here. Is they're finally catching some momentum, right? This is 6 rounds in a row for them here, but now they're coming into this undergunned.
Could be rough. Ooh, that's a nice recon dart. No information gathered, but a couple of our recon darts have been oopsed. So I do like this change up just a little bit. A-site one more time, the focus from the offensive team. Spot Up. Big Frames trying to make their rotation. Ray is going to be aggressive, pops up, finds no one above the smoke, still fires into the back line, nobody going to be there. All of a sudden, the slight rotation is here, and it's a trade out as Spot Up tries to burst onto the scene. Winsome's going to get the high ground up in heaven, and the teammate on the bottom ground picks up the rotation over at B site. Bomb down. Winsome firing out the actual bottom. No idea that there's a player on the right side, and that's what inevitably spells his demise. Nice trades. Red still up. It's CP2 versus the world, and down he goes. Another one. 3, if I'm not mistaken there for Sage. In the round, Spot Up trying to re-grab their footing.
And there we go. That same issue, right? Not being able to come in with a full equal footing in terms of the firepower there, despite taking the 2 rounds, the first rounds of this half. Operator versus the Marshal. We'll see who wins out in this duel.
Probably the Op. Probably the Op. We'll see if that's the case. Pistols here. Big Frames, little guns. Spot Up. Slowly. Last round, Big Frames pushed up at C-Long. And I guess Spot Up are just trying to see if that'll happen again. But Big Frames, all the discipline in the world, not going to be looking for that at all. Players at B. Not going to find anybody. I've noticed that the Sova player loves to fly the drone close to the ground.
I'm not entirely too sure why that is. I honestly don't even like using the Owl drone. It makes me, the controls just feel weird for it. It might also be just to try and catch the, what is it? The trapwire.
Oh, that's a big deal. Also, most players are going to be crosshair, like placing their crosshair in the middle. Maybe you get an extra split second that way. Spike going to be planted here on the A site. Spot Up very healthy. Big Frames down 1. Big flash coming out from Phoenix. Winsome going to burst onto the site. Looks to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 with 3 of them. Kai combines. It's 9-7.
Out of charges.
Going into this round, though, of course, much more equal footing. We've got the rifles, we've got the operator, and so Big Frames have an opportunity to try and bring this one back. Let's see exactly. It looks like they're going to split things up just a bit differently here, as there might be an aggressive push over at A shorts.
The push up from C long, not going to happen again. All right. Here's the raise up one more time. Big explosions, in all honesty. Raise. So much fun to watch when she's played aggressively like that. Big Frame's going to one more time. Have to look for a retake, down a player.
Yeah, it's planted for long, and they've all backed away towards it as well. And so this is going to be difficult. I don't know if the incendiary was used by Spot Up, but of course, you know, these lineups have been perfected. Smoke's coming down now. There it is. The first Molotov comes out.
Left side action. Trouble. Expecting garage. Not going to be there. Players largely coming up mid-strike. Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, you just pull off this at this point. Enough time bought. The Molotov along with that orbital strike made sure that they could not get the defuse there. And so that's going to be Spot Up taking the win. Luckily for Big Frames, though, you know, 4 people were able to retain their guns. So it'll be a little bit of force up from the fifth player, but it's still a good round for them to try and fight back. Another opportunity for them.
I'm really a big fan of the way these teams in general have been playing, but Spot Up, I think one of their most impressive players has been Kai, who is sitting at a very humble 12-9. Not the top frag, not the flashiest player, but these kills that Kai has been coming up with have been so important every time. He's not just getting a pick here or there. He's opening up these situations, and when we repeatedly see Big Frames trying to retake down a man, it's usually Kai's fault. Underground being swept. So A site is going to be where the onslaught happens. Sova tries. Nothing doing. A site's still going to be the target.
This is going to be a nice angle for Winsome here as Molotov comes out and he's able to peek off of that one. Taking one down.
Big Frames still hanging out. Nerfed. Thinking about it. Res for Spot Up. And down comes, that's Orbital Strike, right? I believe so, yeah. No more ult. So Big Frames tosses out the big guns. Not going to be able to find anybody off of it. 5-on-4 here for Big Frames versus Spot Up. And a beautiful shot from CP2. Can't find the secondary. Does find the follow-up to the follow-up. And the third! Can he find number 4? Can't have eyes. Can't have bullets either. But the teammate's there. And a beautiful round from CP2. Setting up his team for the victory.
10-8 now. Spot Up, though, still have money to work with. And so Big Frames, a nice little moment of reprieve for them, keeping it a little bit closer here.
Thank you.
Gun situation looks good. CP2 going to be given a rifle. That's a nice look here. So again, Kai, or excuse me, CP2 with this aggressive angle here. Meanwhile, coming from down below, that's going to be one kill for Big Frames as they get antsy and start pushing up from their defensive position. I don't know if I like that call to kill the bot, but Winsome is going to go all the way in, run past the nonsense, the fire nade, and just get taken out. Raise up in mid. Only there was someone waiting there.
Take flight.
4-on-4 push towards A. And players going to be caught in between bomb sites A and B. One flank coming up from the south side. Got to be aware of that one. But the plant is going to be at B site. And Big Frames pushing on to beta.
Yeah, getting slowed down by that Sage Orb made it very difficult for them to really want to heavily contest and maybe make for that 8th push. But, oh, that's a nice pick off there.
One through the smoke. One around the smoke. Recon Dart going to find the target. CP2, one through the wall, firing on all cylinders. Sova v Sova, left side with the arrow out. And Spot Up gets themselves to number 11. 2 more for Spot Up to go ahead and take this one. A lot of it has been brought to him by Kai. Tem, of course, the spotlight player on this squad, I think. So he's certainly been looking good so far. Blackjack for the team leader on Spot Up. CP2, on the other hand, playing aggressively with the op again. Just walk up and put it down.
That I want to say that was brave, but that was honestly a very measured peek coming out from him. He sees, he has that window where the door is being spammed at, and you know that the accuracy is gone because they are just holding down left click. So he's able to go for that peek with very, very little worries.
Spike still hang back. Spot Up are down 1, and so they've got to be extra cautious. Big Frames doing here what Kai was doing for Spot Up a number of times. Just starting off the round at a disadvantage. Turn-ups, able to block off with a wall, and so that'll slow down things a little bit as well. See sight on the minds of Spot Up. Trying to give thought as they're pushing in over here. 1 player on the back end, 1 player on the right side connector. And so 2 angles here for Spot Up, but neither of these players have been caught. 3 still on here, and Spot Up finally making themselves known. Big Frames are still in position to take advantage, but they're waiting for their teammates to show up, and I like that call. 3 players making the rotation. Waiting for the player to come around from that connector. Good vision. And now we're in garage. Take it down. That's the 3rd for that player. And on the back end finds the 4th. Beautiful shot. 1 away from game point.
The Big Frames just not able to get anything going here. On the defense, Spot Up just... I wish I could pinpoint what's going wrong there for Big Frames, because they're getting some great plays, right? We're seeing the initial frags being started off by them in a number of these rounds, but then the rounds somehow get away from them here. So Spot Up now, they're sitting on map point. They have 4 opportunities to just close this out here. Kai with the operator over at mid window might not like what he sees on the other side, and it's got like some crazy spidey sense here. 3 members pushing all the way up.
Aggressive, to say the least. Big Frames. A conscious. 1 player at C. B left generally unattended. Of course, B the easiest to collapse on. But Big Frames have certainly read that Spot Up want to go towards Alpha. Certainly have lopsided their defensive shift to that side of the map, and Spot Up are committed to Alpha. They're going to be walking up here on long. Firewall set up. Nice job. And Ray's trying to go over the top, tries to shoot behind. 1 for 1, and the answer back, it's all red, baby. 3 kills for Bunny. Looking cute, feeling cute. He's going to bunny hop across, find himself on the safe side. Spike down, Jamerson. And there's only 1 left here for Big Frames to play D. It's all up to CP2. I just don't... Oh, man. What an uphill battle.
If he had the on the hunt available, I would say there's an opportunity. But there it is. Spot Up. Close that out. It's a little rough going to the beginning, but they will be able to finally secure it 13-8.
Nice job, man. Haven goes the direction of the newcomers. Spot Up, grab this one. 13-8, as you said. And a nice look here for sure. Tem coming out on top, as I said. The spotlight player being the top frag. Certainly not a surprise here. Bunny and Kai, I think, were